Hello. Many friends have emailed me to talk about how they want to incorporate Qigong or standing stick Zhanzhuang into their Shilin Tao sets to make it internal art and so forth, so forth. Today I want to share with you the basic of the Qigong. I think you want to take this as a reference and judge for yourself what you really want to do, okay? Or what do you think about Qigong is what it is, okay? So today what I want to share with you is something which is people practice for a long time ago, and with those people who have a real the formal Qigong training will do this, okay? And it is got to do with a lot of things like traditional Chinese medicine and so forth, okay? So let's begin, okay? First, Qigong. Qigong is a science and technology. Qigong is not a belief, okay? And Qigong is not something which cannot be proven. Qigong is a science and a technology. If you look at, say, watchmaking, watchmaking in Swiss, you can think about Qigong is a type of those technology. Okay, you need to know each gears, how it works to make a watch, how the spring works to make a watch. It's not something out from the blue. Okay, so it is science and technology. Something is tangible. Okay. So Qigong is dealing with Qi. Qi is a type of energy in the body. Like, for example, if you're eating, you have energy from food. If you're breathing, you have the energy from the breathing, from the oxygens. Okay, Qigong is type of energy. Qigong is not everything. Qigong is not religion. Qigong is not God. Qigong is not some energy where nobody even know what it is. It is not. Qigong is a particular type of things there. Okay? Now, in Qigong practice, there's 3 basic handlings which one need to know, or one play with, okay, or one work with. So what are they? Number 1 is one need to know how to grow Qi. The second is one need to know how to balance Qi. The third is one need to know how to improve circulations or to remove stagnations of Qi flow. 3 things. You need to know these 3. If you don't know these 3, there's no way you play this game. Okay? So it's only partial if you don't know about these 3. Okay? And so with this growing, balancing, and the improved circulation or remove stagnation, there's 2 different tier or 2 different level. One is what they call the human manipulative level, using intention to manipulate it. Another one is to let go and let the nature balance itself and take care of itself. So one is referred to as post-birth, where you manipulate. One is referred as pre-birth, where you don't manipulate, you let it be, and it go balance itself. Okay? Advanced Qigong have both of this. Okay? Now, so when you talk about balance and improve the circulations or remove stagnation, think about it this way. Think about it as acupuncture. The difference is you use intentions instead of needles to do the acupuncture. That's all. Okay? Don't think something far away. Just all. It's just like acupuncture, but you use your intention, okay, to do the balancing and to do the remove stagnation. And of course, that has to follow traditional Chinese medicine's theory. You don't go blind for that. because that theory is a theory of a few thousand years. Okay, people have been using it. That is what need to be followed. Okay. As for the growth of the qi, you need to grow the qi. Why? Because even say a water, water, the sewer systems. Even if you remove the stagnations or improve the flow, but if there is not enough water volume of water there, the whole sewer system still doesn't work. Okay, so this is what it is. So you need to remember, when you talk about Qigong, it's three things: grow the qi, balance, and smooth the flow. Okay, and it has a human manipulative type, which is a post-birth, and the let it be type, which is let it reset type, which is pre-birth. Okay, mean that you don't use your intention to do anything. You just set it there, and then you let it balance itself. Okay. Now, in order to do these three things, whether it's pre-birth or post-birth, you need to have a fundamental skill developed. Without that, it is impossible to handle those three things. Okay. So what is that thing? First thing is the body has to be loose. Be able to handle the body has to be loose and expand. The second, the mind has to be quiet. The third, the breathing has to be nature. This is the basic state one has to get in order to do those type of manipulations of qi, or to grow qi, or to handle qi, or to let it be, let it reset itself, or go back to the original. That's what I call, okay, 归元. Okay, that you don't manipulate anymore. You're just going back to there. Okay, all of this you need the loose body, the quiet in mind, and then the nature and breathing. If you cannot do that, you cannot enter the state. You cannot enter the state, you cannot play the games. That is how it is. It is a technology. It has the steps, process step, and sequential process step. It has this technology. Okay, but this is the basic of it. Okay. Now, let's talk about human body. Human body, according to Chinese medicines, have 5 states. First is the balanced, healthy state. The second is the yang deficient state. The third one is the yin deficient state. The fourth is the yin and yang deficient state. The fifth state is dead. Okay? This is referred to their energy here. Okay? So the first is healthy state. Healthy. Okay? Like normal people, healthy and things pretty balanced state. Okay? The second thing is the yang deficient state. So let me make you an analogy, which is a common analogy actually, about the yin and yang deficiency. Okay? Say a balance, a healthy person with a balanced yin and yang is like an oil lamp. The oil with the filaments. You have enough oil, and the filament is long enough so that you make a very good light there. Okay, so this is the oil lamp. Okay, yang deficiency is like when the filament becomes shorter, so you don't make that much light anymore. Okay, the filament is shorter. Okay, so what are you going to do for the yang deficient, where the filament is shorter? You just have to pull the filament a little bit higher, okay, longer, then the light comes back. Okay, it's yang deficient. So how about yin deficient? Yin deficient is like when the oil of the oil lamp is used up. That's yin deficiency. Okay? So they're two different things. Okay? Now, the next step, yang and yin deficiency. which is the filaments is short and the oil is used. Okay, it is being used, and then it is no longer full, but is going to be shortage, okay, or empty out. Okay, so there's yin and yang deficiency. The last state, dead, meaning that your oil lamp is gone, totally dry out, you use up, filaments burn out. So that is dead. So again, you have the healthy, like a oil lamp, which is you have full of the oil, and then the filament is at the right spot that you make up you give out a very good light, okay, balanced light, which is healthy, okay. And then you have the yang deficiency, where your filament becomes shorter, the light is dimmer down, but you know that as soon as you pull the filament a little bit up, then you're okay, right? You're back to the normal. The third one is a yin deficiency, where your oil is used up. Okay, you need to put oil in. Okay, otherwise you don't have enough oil to support the filament. The fourth is both the filaments and the oil is being used up. The fifth is gone totally. Okay, so this 5 steps. So why do I want to tell you this? Because every Qigong has to deal with this. You need to know the human, the person who practices it, the body of the person who practices it. Is it a healthy person? It is a yang deficiency person? It is a yin deficiency person? Or it is a yin-yang deficiency person? There's nothing as a one-size-fits-all. If it is a yin deficiency people, where you have no oil lamp anymore, you're keeping pulling the filament, guess what? It's going to burn more oil. It's going to cause trouble there. If it is a yang deficiency, you're keeping adding oil, no use, because what you need is to get the filament longer. And if it is both yang and yin deficient people, and you try to keep pulling the filament more, or burn more oil, you make the whole thing dead sooner. So this is Qigong. This is Qigong for healing. This is Qigong for martial art. This is the basic of it. Now, I want to link it with one thing which is people normally talk about. Okay? Even the Yit Kam Queen Quid, he said, the fifth stanza, he said, union in the Dantian. Is that true that everybody practice union, their mind and everything, the Dantian, get the Qi developed there? No. Absolutely no. Be careful here. When you put intention to your Dantian or lower abdomen, try to develop Qi there, that is only good for the people who have yang deficiency. Remember the filament? When it's short, you pull it high. That's what it is. If it is a yin deficiency, okay, you do that, it's going to cause you to burn more energy in your body and cause your oil is going to burn more.